So we're gonna move right along. Another sign of collapse is like they're desperately trying to fight the eviction process.
Winning? No.
They're definitely trying to fight letting people be responsible for themselves because they don't want the 15 million people go homeless is war, civil war.
Winning? No.
I mean, they're fighting it. Supreme Court said no, you can't extend the eviction moratorium, and Biden did it anyway. He ignored them. The President of the United States ignored the supreme law of the land.
Winning? No. You suck!
We're not a country anymore. But anyway, we need to fix that, but we're not a country anymore. Let's get into this article. Landlords are pissed. They're suing. Landlords launched legal battle to stop Biden's new eviction moratorium. These landlords are the front line right now because, like, you mess with food, water, or shelter, there's always a rebellion. It's not always successful, but there is always a rebellion. Landlords and real estate companies are taking the Biden administration to court in a bid to stop a new eviction moratorium, which was extended via the CDC after the Supreme Court ruled the move to be up to Congress. The Alabama and Georgia Association of Realtors filed a federal lawsuit in Washington, D.C. late Wednesday, pushing for evictions to resume after the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention revealed the temporarily ban had been reinstated. The group Landlords and Realtors urge in the lawsuit that the new moratorium, which is scheduled to last through October 3rd, exceeds the CDC's powers and that it puts housing providers at risk. Yeah, most landlords aren't like the big BlackRock corporations. They're like, I have a room in my house, or like they can't. They depend on this money.
Winning? No.
Like it's an investment into their retirement, and we can't fucking kick people out because they might die, and we can't like during a like emergency or whatever, and we can't because it's like
winning. No.
This is like 1939 in this, and I think we're Germany, but that's a different story.
Winning. No.
And we can't just let them stay without compensating the fucking landlords, but we can't just compensate the landlords because there's no motherfucking money that we'll get into in a minute. Like I don't even know if we can reverse the spiral, but now we have to do everything we can. Like next year, we all have to be better.
That's how winning is done.
The midterms elections, we have to be paying more attention. We have to be peaceful. We have to participate in our local meetings. It's time to bring our A game.
That's how winning is done.
Because if we don't bring our A game,
winning. No.
We're gonna be fair game.
Winning. No.
About half the housing providers are free mom and pop operators, that National Association of Realtors said in a statement. Yes, half mom and pop. Without rental income, they cannot pay their own bills or maintain their properties, the group said. The state association unsuccessfully brought a similar lawsuit last year that also challenged the CDC's authority to impose a blanket ban on evictions. If this new legal challenge is successful, an estimated 3.6 million Americans are facing eviction from their homes. The latest lawsuit adds to the already ongoing legal saga that erupted earlier this year when U.S. District Judge Dabney Frederick found that the CDC has exceeded its power with the initial moratorium. And the U.S. District Judge, the Supreme Court. In June, the Supreme Court voted 5-4 to allow the moratorium to remain in place through the end of July. And then they didn't extend it. In a brief concurring opinion, Kavanaugh wrote that he believed the CDC overstepped its boundaries by extending the moratorium because the CDC plans to end the moratorium in only a few weeks, and because those few weeks will allow for additional and more orderly distribution of the congressionally appropriated rental assistance funds. I vote at this time to deny the application. They're just trying to extract money. Kavanaugh added that extending the moratorium beyond July 31st would require clear and specific legislation passed by Congress and signed by President Joe Biden, and they didn't pass it through Congress. Biden just fucking did it.
You suck!
The Biden administration allowed the earlier moratorium to expire this past weekend for initially saying the constitutional ruling preventing an extension of the executive branch. They changed course, however, after facing pressure and criticism from progressives that it was allowing vulnerable renters to lose their homes during a pandemic. Some legal experts have already cast doubt on whether the new moratorium will stand up to court. It's a circus. Some people are afraid and you bow out. Some people are mad and you bow out.
You suck!
The government just can't keep bowing out, guys, or we're going to fail. And if we fail, we're going to start speaking another language, because we're going to get invaded by some fascists, because the world is pretty much, you could just look on the internet, on any social media platform, on any news out, like you can, the world is a fascist mess.
Winning? No.
White House Press Secretary Jen Pulaski insisted on Wednesday that Biden, who has a law degree, would have supported the moratorium if he was comfortable with the legal standing or approach. This is a narrow targeted moratorium that is different from the national moratorium. It is not an extension of that, Pulaski said. The new order protects renters only in parts of the country where there is significant COVID-19 transmission. Through in practice covers areas where 90% of the U.S. population lives. Evictions can resume once there is a lasting reduction in new infections. Right. So how are we going to keep the landlords going? How are we going to keep them paid? How are we going to keep businesses open? How are we going to pay anybody with no income when there's no businesses and there's no economy?
Winning? No. You suck!
You're fired.
I don't think any of you really understand how bad of a situation we're truly in.
Winning? No.
I hope you're ready, because 3 years tops. World War III has arrived, and it's going to start in your own backyard.
Winning? No.
We got to start talking to people. We got to start reaching common ground again. We got to start learning how to live with people that we don't disagree with us. We got to start building our own communities. We got to start participating in local politics. We got to start voting in people that don't give a about the people that just want money and a job. We got to start voting in statesmen and stateswomen again. People that actually want to rise up and serve the damn community, because that's how winning is done. And if we don't win, we all lose.
Winning? No.
We all lose. The likelihood that you're going to survive the Civil War, even if you're extremely competent, armed, and equipped, is
winning. No. You suck!
Modern combat across the United States of America would destabilize the entire planet. I'm just saying.